Imagine living in a world where every movement around you feels like it's happening in slow motion. A car swerves into your lane. You dodge before the driver even realizes. A bullet heads your way. You step aside as casually as avoiding a puddle. This is not superhero fiction. This is what life might look like if humans had reflexes like a common housefly. But would it be a blessing or a curse? Let's find out. Flies see and react to the world completely differently from humans. They have compound eyes, each with thousands of tiny lenses, giving them nearly 360-degree vision. More importantly, their brains process visual information 4 to 5 times faster than ours. That means a movement that seems instantaneous to you plays out in slow motion for them, giving them plenty of time to respond. Combine this with lightning-fast muscle contractions, and you've got a creature that reacts in about 1/100th of a second. If humans had this ability, we'd be living in a reality that feels almost frozen around us. With fly-like reflexes, our brains would process far more frames per second. Think of watching the world in extreme slow motion, like a high-speed camera. A soccer ball flying toward your face? You wouldn't just see it, you'd see the rotation of the stitches, the wobble of its surface. Time itself would feel longer. A 1-minute conversation might feel like it took 5 minutes. The world wouldn't actually slow down. You would just move through it much faster than everyone else. If every human had these reflexes, sports as we know them would be completely transformed. Goalkeepers could react to a penalty kick after the ball is in the air and still catch it. Boxers would be able to dodge every punch effortlessly. Basketball players could intercept any pass before it reached the target. The thrill of competition would vanish because nobody would ever miss. To make sports exciting again, we'd have to change the rules entirely, possibly involving faster projectiles, bigger arenas, or even robot opponents just to keep up. With near-perfect reaction times, humans would rarely suffer accidents. You'd never burn your hand on a stove. You'd pull away before the pain even registered. Car crashes would plummet because we could slam on the brakes the instant something entered our path. Falling objects? We'd catch them before they hit the ground. But this also means the natural survival filter of the world would change. People who might normally be injured or killed would survive every time, potentially leading to a massive population boom. While it sounds amazing, there's a dangerous side to instant reactions. Imagine getting startled in a crowd. You might lash out before realizing it's just someone tapping your shoulder. Arguments could turn physical in less than a blink. And because everyone moves so quickly, even small mistakes could cause devastating chain reactions. Reflexes without control could be just as dangerous as being slow. If every soldier had fly-like reflexes, war would become almost impossible in the traditional sense. Bullets would be useless. You could simply step aside. Missiles could be dodged or intercepted mid-air. Close combat would be a blur of movement too fast for normal eyes to follow. Nations might focus on entirely new forms of warfare, perhaps psychological battles, cyber warfare, or weapons that can't be dodged at all. Our technology would evolve to match our speed. Cars would be capable of traveling much faster since reaction times would no longer be a limiting factor. Airplanes could be piloted with precision unimaginable today. Even space travel might advance with astronauts able to handle emergency situations instantly. But faster machines would also mean more dangerous mistakes if anything failed unexpectedly.
The core is destabilizing. Override sequence now.
One unintended side effect, stage magic and sleight of hand would no longer work. You'd see every card switch, every hidden movement, every coin disappearing into a sleeve in perfect clarity. In fact, almost nothing could be hidden from the human eye anymore. Not pickpocketing, not sleight of hand, not even subtle body language. This would change how humans interact socially. Secrets would be much harder to keep. Jobs requiring quick reflexes, pilots, surgeons, athletes, would suddenly be open to everyone. But with no skill gap, salaries in those industries would drop. Meanwhile, entirely new industries might emerge. Speed-based manufacturing, ultra-fast rescue teams, or even extreme reflex entertainment where humans race against machines in dazzling displays of speed. If humans evolved to have fly-like reflexes naturally, our bodies might also adapt over generations. Muscles would develop differently to handle the constant bursts of movement. Bones might become lighter, but more elastic, allowing for rapid pivots and jumps. Our brains would be rewired to handle information overload, processing far more than we do now without becoming exhausted. The human brain is not designed for constant high-speed processing. Even if we could physically react faster, our minds might struggle with the sheer amount of input. It's possible we'd experience extreme sensory overload. Crowded cities might feel chaotic and unbearable. Some people could develop severe anxiety from noticing every micro movement around them. The ability to slow the world down might make living in it far more intense. On the surface, having fly-like reflexes sounds like the ultimate upgrade. We could avoid danger, dominate in every physical competition, and live without fear of sudden accidents. But the more you think about it, the more you realize. Moving too fast might change the way we relate to each other, to time, and to the very meaning of life itself. After all, if you can dodge every challenge instantly, where's the thrill of living? So, would you want to live in a world where every moment feels like slow motion? Or do you think it would drive us all insane? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this thought experiment, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next what if question we explore.